Welcome to a new episode of Hacks and Hobbies with your host, Junaid Ahmed.
In this episode, I'll be talking about some of the interviews that I finally got to publish. There's a backlog of about uh, 18 interviews, maybe 16, now that I've gone through two of them overnight. I just had been working on it bit by bit, and I finally got through the first one, and the second one that I was listening to was much more simpler to edit because first of all, it was recorded using Zoom, and I had forgotten, or I had not known, I didn't know about the ability to break the two audios separated. So this was a single audio for both participants, and I wasn't really able to do a whole lot, and it was quite clean. So didn't have to do a whole lot of work on it, and I split it up in multiple parts episodes because it did ran over an hour, and I like to keep the podcast short, the interviews a little longer, but not reaching an hour point. So came together and put that podcast together and schedule it to go out in the next couple of days. Now, I'm super excited, and one of the things I truly appreciate when talking with people is their compliments and their appreciation and their suggestions. And I take every single bit of advice and suggestion into consideration because, after all, you are the listener, and I want to make sure that the audio quality, the content that I'm providing is up to par, and it's adding value to your life, right? And if I'm not doing that, then I'm doing a disservice to you. So totally excited and appreciative of your support. I've also enabled something Anchor recently introduced. It's the sponsorships, and so far I was like, wow, sponsorship. I've never thought this would be possible for such a small scale podcast like mine. So I was like, sure, I'll give this a shot. So in upcoming podcasts and maybe some previous podcasts too, you will hear a sponsorship message for Flipboard and Anchor.fm. Now, awesome story about Flipboard is that I've been using Flipboard since it was born. The first app that came out of theirs back in 2007 or 2008. It was just amazing. It totally turned the head on. It flipped the script on all those RSS readers, and it made it super easy to consume quality content on your mobile device, on your iPod Touch, iPhone, iPads. It was just amazing. So they've been around for such a long time, and uh, Flipboard.com is an awesome way to consume amazing stories. The second one, of course, actually, I should say the first one is Anchor.fm. They've made podcasting for, and they've made creating podcasts for everyone so easy. I mean, I'm using my device, my mobile device, my iPad to record this podcast. And sure, I can sit at my desk and record a podcast, and those are reserved for in-depth interviews and whatnot. But anytime that I'm providing you information about an application, about a story, about a movie, about a song, about a tool that I've used, I'm using my mobile devices. I'm using my iPhone or my iPad to do the recording, to do the publishing, and everything. It's just so fantastic. So Anchor.fm takes the cake. It's one of the best apps for 2018, at least for me. I've used it more times than any other app. Actually, I probably use the Waze app a lot as well because we're always driving and gotta know where we're heading to. And Waze makes it super easy to get that going. Um, yeah, man. So look forward to these interviews. I've got one interview with Vadim Gulik. He's an amazing photographer, cinematographer, and an artist when it comes to creating beautiful imagery and the different techniques and technology that he uses to bring those perspectives into view. And then the second interview that you'll be listening over the weekend will be by Ozzie. He is a amazing machine whisperer. He's all into AI, machine learning, um, programming, and analysis of software and how things work together. And besides that, he's an awesome, amazing individual with down to earth heart and an amazing story to tell. I had a very deep conversation with him, um, and you'll get to listen to this episodes in the coming days.